Hi there, thanks again for joining me. I appreciate you doing that. I love the story about the widow who made her way to the church, passing a crowd of people that were throwing big money onto the plate, and she put in her 2 pennies. And Jesus said to his friends, the widow's given more than all others. They've given of their wealth, but she of her poverty. We're living in difficult times, aren't we? One sociologist recently estimated that 1 in 3 young families are only 1 payday away from bankruptcy. Or as one fellow said, I used to live in the lap of luxury, but then luxury stood up. Think of how much everything costs today. I read somewhere it costs more to buy a new car today than it did for Christopher Columbus to take 3 voyages to and from America. Businesses seem to be following that example of the optician who was teaching his son how to charge a patient. He said, after you give them the new glasses, you say to them, that'll be £50. And if the patient doesn't flinch, you say, for the lenses. And if they still don't flinch, you say, each. What do you do when recession comes to your house? What do you do when your needs are great and your resources are small? Those needs might not just be financial. They could be concerns about your family, your health, your job. It's easy to give up and lose trust in everything. Jesus was watching that woman who dropped 2 pennies into the plate, and she had not stopped trusting. That was all she had in the world, and she was willing to hand it over to God. That's faith. No wonder Jesus praised her. Do you know, in Austria, I'm told there's a place where people swim down the Danube, and there's whirlpools there that can pull you under. Good swimmers know that if caught in a whirlpool, the secret is to be still, and the whirlpool itself will push you back to the surface and to safety. There's maybe a lesson for all of us who have been caught in our own whirlpool. I believe God has not forgotten us. Many years ago, I attended a wonderful concert given by the Chepstow Male Voice Choir, and speaking to them afterwards, they said it was the best reception that they ever had, and they've sung all over the world. They spoke of the warmth of people. They spoke of the wonderful tea. They spoke of the full houses. And I did say to them, but you know, there's something different about the community where I live. It has its drawbacks. The traditional industry are no more. Things that we grew to rely on, like textiles and shipbuilding, are over. And even the newer industries that replaced them, they're not there either. And it's amazing, though, how people bounce back. Well, you would expect me to say this, but all I can say to you, and I believe what I'm going to say, we all need somebody to trust and who makes some effort at understanding us. Now, I'm not asking of the person who says, oh, I know how you're feeling, and then takes half an hour to tell you of their woes. No, I'm talking of the people who try to understand and are there for you. And I've found that in the fellowship of the good Christian folk that we call the church. I suppose for me, it's also the place where I meet Jesus, and he offers the comfort as he did to that widow he spoke about with her 2 pennies. Amazing. What a gift. It was all she had. Again, thank you for listening to me. God bless you.